The movie begins with Mills and Aaliyah sitting on the planet Samaris as they watch their daughter Naveen on the beach. Mills is set to venture on a 2-year mission with other passengers in the hope of finding a cure for an illness that Naveen is suffering from. Aaliyah encouraged him to tell Naveen that he was leaving, and he went to her. Naveen is trying to whistle, but is having trouble doing so Mills shows her his own technique. Then she told him that she already knows that he's leaving. Mills was sleeping in when his ship got hit by asteroids, causing severe damage to the ship and sending it hurtling toward Earth. Mills crashes in a swamp with all of the other passengers getting killed after being thrown from the ship. He saw a stab wound on his abdomen and tried to treat it. When he navigated around the ship, he saw that it was destroyed. He went out of the ship and stepped into knee-deep water. He saw the body of the other passengers. He then went back to the ship and sent out a distress call, saying that the ship was struck by an asteroid belt. He surveys the environment and discovers that the air is breathable. In his distress call, he reports the situation, stating that the ship has crash-landed on an uncharted celestial body, with confirmed casualties among the passengers and escape pods destroyed. During the night, while sitting in solitude and watching a recording of his daughter, Mills receives a notification from his computer, alerting him to the presence of another entity nearby. Investigating further, he discovers a lone survivor in cryostasis, a young girl. As he carefully transports her to safety, he notices a clawed footprint imprinted in the mud. The following morning, Mills awakens from a dream in which his daughter asks him about his whereabouts. Determined, he ventures outside to further explore the surroundings. There, he stumbles upon the remnants of what appears to be a dinosaur. Suddenly, a burst of water erupts from the ground, knocking him off balance. Subsequently, he finds himself under attack by a raptor, but he manages to fend it off, ultimately killing it to death. Mills spotted the girl hiding, but she ran off when she saw him. He ran after her and caught up to her. She tried to escape, but he tried to reassure her that he was not going to hurt her. As they were trying to communicate, they noticed something approaching through the trees. To stay safe, Mills brought the girl back to the ship with them. Mills brings the girl, Koa, to the ship to take care of her wound. He introduces himself and explains that he was piloting the ship to take her home before the crash. He tells her that she's been in cryostasis for a long time and that they're in an unknown place with a broken navigation system. Mills mentions an escape vessel stuck high in the mountains as their only hope to leave the planet. He lies to Koa, saying they're going to find her family on the mountain. Mills tries to communicate with Koa, but she speaks a language that he doesn't understand. He attempts to translate, but realizes that his translator is broken. He points to things around them, like the mountain and the escape vessel, trying to make her understand. Eventually, when Koa repeats a phrase that sounds like home, Mills realizes she might be referring to her family. He confirms that her family is on top of the mountain. Before embarking on their journey, Koa watches video logs that Mills received from Nevin during his voyage. At first, the videos are cheerful, but Koa becomes visibly upset as she watches Nevin express her frustration and sadness over her father's absence. In the last video, Koa sees Nevin looking tired. Mills turns off the video, sensing Koa's distress, and they prepare to leave. They packed what they would need, and Mills warned Koa to be quiet. As they begin their journey, Mills and Koa encounter dinosaurs and other creatures flying overhead. While traversing, Mills is attacked and killed by a fly-like creature that lands on his neck, leaving jelly-like substance all over. Meanwhile, Koa spots a small dinosaur trapped in the mud. Despite his reluctance, Mills helps her free the dinosaur. However, their act of kindness attracts a pack of predator dinosaurs, which brutally attack and kill the dinosaur. Witnessing this, Koa breaks into tears, prompting Mills to swiftly pull her to safety and hide her from the predators. After discovering a fountain, Mills and Koa take a moment to rest and replenish their water supply. Koa picks up flowers and presents them to Mills. As they resume their journey, Mills' computer announces that their destination is unknown. In an attempt to establish communication or locate their position, Mills climbs a tree to get a signal, but the branch snaps, causing him to fall. Soon after, a bunch of creatures emerge. Then, Mills instructs Koa to flee while he defends them by firing his weapon at the creatures. The creatures found Koa's hiding spot, but Mills arrived just in time and shot at them to protect her. However, one of the creatures grabbed Koa and pulled her away. Mills chased after them, and eventually the creature released Koa. When Mills returned, Koa was shocked and shaken by the ordeal. She was sitting with her head turned, and when he tried to get close, she seemed to get scared, so he stayed away. He told her he'll wait till she gets better, and he sat near her. He stayed with her, waiting for her to recover from the frightening experience. He tried to teach her how to whistle, and she showed him her other way of whistling. Then he asked if they could start moving now, and she agreed. They keep walking, with Mills carrying Koa on his back. After they walked for a while, when it started raining, they sought shelter in a cave. Inside, Mills set up security monitors for safety. He advised Koa to rest, but his computer alerted him to irregularities, indicating potential danger. As Mills attempts to sleep, he recalls a message from his wife informing him of their daughter's death. Suddenly, the security monitors sound an alarm, prompting Mills to rush to Koa's side. There, he witnesses a white liquid coming out of her mouth. Then, he sees a parasitic creature entering her mouth. Acting quickly, Mills kills the parasite, rescuing Koa from harm. Shortly after, a colossal predator dinosaur emerges and tries to attack them. Mills shoots it in the face, but it attempts to enter the cave. To evade the threat, Mills and Koa drop down a hole for safety. In the darkness, Mills searches for an exit and begins digging into the cave wall. Meanwhile, Koa draws stick figures on the cave wall, symbolizing family. Desperate to escape, Mills continues digging, but it's not working, so Mills detonates a bomb to create a larger opening. He gives Koa small bombs to carry and instructs her to go through the hole first. Then he went through the hole, following her. However, as they crawl out, they become separated, and a minor cave-in leaves Mills trapped inside. Koa got out safe and made a whistling sound to let him know she was out. While Mills is exploring the cave, he's attacked by an oviraptor. After a tough fight, he shoots it and escapes from the cave. Outside, Mills notices a bright object in the sky and scans it with his device. His computer informs him that it's an asteroid. Mills went looking for Koa. Then he heard her scream and went running to her, but got caught in quicksand. Koa's attacked by a creature similar to a raptor, but she manages to trap it inside of a fallen tree log. Using the bombs Mills gave her, she detonates the log, killing the dinosaur trapped inside. Hearing Mills call her name, Koa rushes to him as he's been swallowed by quicksand. Acting quickly, she grabs a long branch and uses it to pull him out before he sinks completely. He showed her the asteroid that destroyed their ship, and showed her in the sky, told her that it was coming here too. They continue their ascent up the mountain until they finally reach the top. Inside of the ship, Koa tries to call her family, but there's no response. Her distress grows when she discovers the dead bodies of her family in the cryopods. Feeling betrayed by Mills' lies, Koa becomes angry with him. Mills attempts to calm Koa down by sharing his own experience of loss. He explains that his daughter, Nevine, died months ago during the mission, and his last memory of her is her anger towards him for not being there when she needed him. He apologizes to Koa and promises to help her get out of the current situation. As the asteroid heads toward Earth, some collide with their ship, causing damage. They board the escape shuttle, but debris from the asteroid causes it to fall down the mountain. While inside the escape shuttle, two T-Rexes approach and begin attacking. Mills attempts to shoot at them, but his gun malfunctions. In a quick-thinking move, Koa plays the recording of Nevine, distracting the dinosaurs as they try to attack the perceived figure of Nevine. Taking advantage of the distraction, Mills emerges and successfully shoots and kills both T-Rexes, saving themselves. The dinosaur from earlier in the cave returns, intent on finishing off Mills. Desperate to defend himself, Mills runs towards a geyser, hoping to use it to eliminate the dinosaur. As the dinosaur closes in on Mills, Koa swiftly intervenes, thrusting a sharpened dinosaur claw coated with poisonous berries into its remaining good eye, effectively blinding it. Meanwhile, Mills leads the blinded predator toward a vast field of geysers, hoping to utilize the natural phenomenon to their advantage. With a roar of pain, the dinosaur stumbles and falls headfirst into a boiling hot geyser, succumbing to the scorching heat and meeting its demise. As the asteroid hurtles towards Earth, Mills and Koa make a narrow escape, boarding the ship just before impact. The catastrophic event unfolds, leading to the extinction of the dinosaurs. With their pod programmed to rendezvous with a rescue vessel, the duo takes a moment to breathe a sigh of relief as they soar into the vastness of space. In the closing scene, we see the evolution of Earth from the location where Mills and Koa departed. From an ice age to the present day, the journey of the planet unfolds, showcasing the passage of time since their departure. You see that video that's on screen right now? It's there that way you can binge watch more movie recaps. Make sure you grab some popcorn and click the video on screen now to see another awesome movie. Alright, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next movie recap.